Another new set which has come to me. This is a Grundig radiogram radio section which I have taken for restoration. You can see this is the front side or the faceplate of this Grundig set. Due to the contrast and brightness, this video might not be so much good in the initial time. I will show you the picture later also. This is the first view that I am showing you. The condition of this set is very bad. It's completely rusty. I have to clean this set, then only I will be able to do anything else. So let's clean first up to some extent so that I can put it in my workstation. After a little cleaning, I have put this set on my workstation. You can see this is the dial, this is the volume control, this is the tuning section, these are the band switches: shortwave 3, shortwave 2, shortwave 1, medium wave, pickup, stereo, mono and off, and this is for bass tone control, and this is for treble tone control. And you can see it is written here made in West Germany. You can see now in more better manner. This is the power transformer, this is the output transformer, these are the IFs. All these valves, these are the valves EL95, ECH81, and this is the magic eye. I would like to show you. This is the magic eye tuning indicator. You can see that the springs are broken. There are some springs attached with this band switch. These are broken, so I need to do something about it. So far as I found from my research, that this set might be one of the set manufactured in 1959 by Grundig named Majestic SO141 UA maybe. The difference is that set was having the FM unit, as because this has been imported to India. At that point of time we do not have FM stations, so this set is not having the FM. And also one thing, this set is not having any ferrite rod antenna here. On that set I found there was a ferrite rod antenna, so it is having only the iron core antenna coil inside this chassis. You can see it is very hard. It is merely moving from one place to another. This is not moving. The cord is no more here, so I have to fix that dial cord. It is very complicated to do that in these sorts of sets. So this is right now the situation. This is the rear view of this radio. You can see what I have to do first. I have to replace all the non-polarized capacitors, because I can see from here there are many capacitors which are actually broken in one side or in the other side also. So first of all I have to replace all these sorts of non-polarized capacitors, as well as I have to change this solenoid rectifier, and I have to change the filter capacitor. You can see there are 3 capacitors attached in this can. One is 8 microfarad and the other 2 are 50 microfarad. I just want to show you, this is the connection where filter cap is connected. So I do not think that I will get this type of can type capacitors anymore, so I would like to replace it with the new ones which are available nowadays. What I will do, I will replace 8 microfarad with a 10 microfarad 450 volt and 47 microfarad 450 volt for these 250 microfarad capacitors. And I have to check thoroughly all the resistances and the other components which are here to check whether they are working fine or not. But my main problem or to repair this radio is the band switch, because the springs under the band switch are actually broken. So I do not know what to do with that, but I have to do something so that it should run and my clients should listen to this radio. After a long hard work, I have been able to get the springs, of course with the help of my client, the exactly same springs which are used in the originals, and these springs are made in India, in Kolkata. These are steel springs and exactly on that benchmark, and it's working fine. After replacing some of the components, you can see now how it looks inside this radio. You can see all these red color type capacitors are the new one which I have replaced. This is one capacitor which is actually installed in parallel to the primary of the output transformer for basically the tone control purpose. I can't show it to you or can't zoom it due to some technical issues in camera, but its value is 470 pf. I have replaced this with a new one of blue color. Now when I am checking this, you can see what is the value of this pf. It is showing 145 pf, 0.144 nf, that means 145 or 144 pf. So the value of this capacitor goes down. So take it as granted that the value is reduced and it's very old. So I have replaced this with a new one. These are the two new ones which I have replaced in place of the old 470 pf cap. I was checking the power supply components. I assumed also that this selenium rectifier completely gone, and see that the value of this resistance is 1k. Now I will show you by measuring the value of this resistance. Its value has been increased a lot. That means it will not be able to supply the required power or the required voltage to the other components. You can see I have connected the probe in the 2 points of this resistor of 1k. You can see this is a 1k resistor of 10 watt, and now see the reading in the meter. It is showing approximately 10 meg, 9.44 mega ohms. So that means this resistor is more or less open. That means this resistor is gone, so I have to replace this resistor at any cost. And as I told you earlier, I will replace this one with a bridge rectifier, of course, a 1000 volt bridge rectifier of 3 ampere, so that it doesn't get any sorts of problem while this set will be on. So this need to be rectified first, and then after checking all other components, I will be able to power it on for the first time to check whether there are any more issues or not. Now I have earlier showed you that this was gone. This was a 10 watt 1 kilo ohms resistor. So what I have done, I have fixed a new one. This is a new one, 1 kilo ohms 10 watt resistors along with a resistor along with the 2 electrolytic capacitor. I have fixed it here. You can see, let me switch off this light. You can see this is one, another one is this one. So these two are 47 microfarad 450 volt, and this blue color is 10 microfarad 450 volt. So I have replaced this big one, this can type big capacitor, which consists of 3 type of capacitors. I have used this new type of 47 microfarad into 2 and 110 microfarad, and also replaced this resistor. So I have used another bridge rectifier here. You can see this is a black one. It can hold the load of up to 1000 volt, and it can provide up to 3 ampere of current. So it's more than sufficient in this set, because if you see the original one, 150 milliampere and 250 volt, you can see this. So this is now the condition of this set. Now I will check once again all the parts, whether it has been shorted out or not, and all the wires. Now it's time to check and give the power first time to this radio. Now physically one valve I found which has gone. As you can see, this is ECC 83 valve. It's a double triode valve. You can see the top head is actually gone white. Any valve which you see that the top head goes white, that means that valve is gone. Somehow it cracked and leaked, so outside air gone inside, and this is the reason why it becomes white. So this valve gone. You can see it's a Volvo manufactured valve, ECC 83. So I had to replace this one, and I will give the power, but not directly to the AC. I will give the power through my series lamp. I do have my series lamp connection here. You can see this is my series lamp connection, so I will power it through the series lamp, because if anything short happens, then the circuit will not damage, it will actually glow this bulb. Now I am giving power to it. You can see I have given power to it. The lights are, dial lights are glowing. I have to watch for some time. It's a good news that bulb doesn't glow. That means there is no short circuit. This is the stereo switch. When I push this switch, it should connect the stereo signal. So I should get audio in this point for one channel and audio for the other channel in this point. I'm not getting that. So I have to check now the voltages. So let's check the voltage. Now I am checking the voltage of the plate of EL95. It's showing 283 volt. Now I need to check another plate of the EL95. It's showing minus volt, minus 2.12. That's not a good news. So let's check the other one. This is the plate of another EL95. I can see minus volt, minus 5.4. It's not a good news. Now I'm checking the another plate of the other channel. It's also showing in negative voltage, negative. So that means output transformer is having some sorts of issues in the primary. It should not show like that. This is the output transformer of one channel, and inside this can there is another output transformer. The thumb rule is this: if the primary section of this transformer is okay, then I should get the B plus positive voltage in both the plates of EL95. But in one channel I am getting it in one EL95, the positive 280 volt, but in the other plate of EL95 I am getting minus voltage. At the same time, when I am checking the other channel, I am getting negative voltage in both the plates. That means the primary of these two transformers are not in good condition. Those are damaged somehow. Those are open, and that is why the B plus is not here in this plate of both the EL95. Don't forget, this is a push pull amplifier, so I will get two EL95 for one channel and another two EL95 for other channel. I need to check this output transformer. Now if I see that these two output transformers are actually open in primary, then I have to think for something else, because I hardly can get these transformers in these days. It is not at all possible. So what is possible is to restore this transformer, which is going to be very costly. So this radio restoration might becomes a very costly project, but we all know that in these days repairing or restoring any valve set, irrespective of radio or amplifier, is costly. So I have to now disassemble these transformers and check their primaries, and will measure, and then I have to think what to do with these two transformers. So let's go ahead.